done your training, everyone. Now we have some free time before this afternoon's activity. As planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonius headquarters at 2 p.m.
Will we get to go to the library? Will we?
That's right! Excited?
Yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
That perked them up. Now that fun's on the agenda, they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it? You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And did we already... Huh. Well... And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And did we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier? Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know...
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance? Splendid! That makes things easier to explain. This book was written as a dictionary for that other story. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how Em put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Now.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know.
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends, and as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Please be quiet.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like. Don't let me down, Mondstadt Library.
Shilonen, we made it!
Nice, everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varessa are already inside.
I'm surprised Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars. That's impressive.
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soul Blazer saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit. It's more fun reading them together with friends.
You think so? How does that work, though? 'Cause everyone reads at a different pace, right?
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know Shilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soul Blazer saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soul Blazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke Shilonen up from her nap. She came over, intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping Shilonin into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Shilonin was so tired, she just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too. I hope I can visit Natland one day.
We can make that happen. I'm sure Shilonin would be more than happy to introduce you. And don't forget to invite me too.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes. So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best. What's the weather like in Natland? I bet it's hotter than here.
What kind of a question is that? Everywhere's hotter than here.
What's the weather like in Natland? I bet it's hotter than here.
What kind of a question is that? Everywhere's hotter than here.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teens. Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soul Blazer Saga on the same shelf as The Boar Princess?
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, The Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wanwen Bookhouse.
The Soul Blazer Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soul Blazer spinoff!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soul Blazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard. When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soul Blazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Yai Publishing House. I gotta say, though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soul Blazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Me too. Yigong, which book are you gonna borrow?
Just this one. Armored Assault, Volume 1. Can't beat the classics.
I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this library has great taste. Ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library? I don't see any staff anywhere.
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
Afternoon break? I'm the one who should be on an afternoon break. That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Faressa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on. Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
feeling that Lisa would approve of Shilonen's commitment to afternoon naps. Whoa, that was fast! 1 second she's talking to us, the next she's out like a light. Guess so. Happy napping, Shilonen.
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long. That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy. Minnie recommended it.
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? Borrow a book? Oh, yeah, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Let's see. Along with Divinity, you have very good taste in books. Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right, let me fill out the register. Then you'll be free to take your books.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes. Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch?
How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm craving a plate full of meat right now.
Yigong, don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Everyone loves Good Hunter. My family eats here all the time. It's a little small, though. We'll probably have to split the group across 2 tables.
Ah, bummer. Well, never mind. We've done plenty of group activities recently. It won't kill us to split up just this once.
captain's already been hypnotized by the menu.
It smells so good. Meat stew? Seafood? Are you ready to order? Let's see. I guess I'll get the ball rolling. Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calla seafood soup, and, 30 meat natos. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sautéed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
Looks like Varessa's appetite is as crazy as ever. Thanks, Sarah. That'll do for now.
Are you sure it's not too much?
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get cooking. Nothing beats eating a nice big meal when you're hungry for it.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Varessa versus Food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Fiatena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin. So all the more reason for us to eat our fill.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Fiatena versus Abyss Lecter, Battle of the Meat Feasters, right? Don't underestimate a hardcore fan. I know every line in the Soul Blazer saga, no matter where in the Soul Blazer universe it comes from.
Nice one, Alrani. The writers had fun with that one, didn't they? Pure comedy. Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Fiatena and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. Think again. That's one of my favorite Fiatena quotes of all time.
That's from the Soul Blazer Saga Volume 3. Just FYI.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soul Blazer quote? Or a favorite plot point in general?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Fiatena's dream. Despite the endless numbers of monsters, and even when the Abyss seems like a never-ending threat, Fiatena never gives up fighting for her dream homeland. Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try, we'll never know.
Oh, yeah. I love that line, too.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what, Fiatena always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same. But when I look at my own life, I wonder, will I ever have that same kind of tireless dedication? Following your dreams is so hard sometimes. I feel like I'm giving everything I have to give, but everyone around me is telling me, give up. It's not realistic. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even that good of an artist. I'm never quite happy with my work. Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe life would be easier that way. But I've tried that before too. And it's never long before I start to miss it. I'll be at the grocery store buying some cured meat or at home doing some chores, and I'll suddenly find myself thinking, I miss my art.
Well, let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a cycle, honestly. I keep flip-flopping between, that's it, I'm never painting again, and no, I gotta keep trying. Who am I kidding? I'll never have Fiatenna's perseverance.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fiatenna had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right.